Jonathan Knoll, your host, also known as your Uncle Walrus, and I would like to introduce you to a talented bunch of people, starting from the top with our narrator.
Hey, I'm Ethan, and I'm the narrator.
And our John Egbert.
Hello, I'm Zachary. I'm John Egbert.
Our Dave.
Hi, I'm Daniel, and I'm Dave.
Daniel, also, if you are one of our 12 loyal listeners on the Radioactive Walrus Podcast Network, you'll recognize Dan from Game Haven.
Game Haven. I love that. That's so much fun. We've got to do another one soon.
We absolutely do. And as always, I am back because, I host this darn thing, and I will be reading Rose and Jade. So when we last left our heroes, John had opened the box and... Go, Ethan.
It is a stuffed bunny, much like one by Malkovich Cyrus, hard luck protagonist Cameron Poe, strikingly similar to the one scooped up from the soot of a burning day strip by Cage's Poe's and offered to his daughter, a gesture sick of a tattered exterior sounding a heart of gold. Poe wasn't much to look at, but he won. But no, it's not merely like that bunny. According to this note of authenticity, it is the very same bunny. This is so awesome. John, check status of Spurb, beta.
And for those of you listening, whenever we have to turn the page, you will hear the sound, Strike! So, Strike!
It looks like your computer is trying to get your attention. John, look at monitor.
Alright.
Strife.
Strife!
John, check the Pester Chum window.
I'm sorry. And for those of you listening, I will be reading Rose as Bane from the Dark Knight Rises.
It looks like you managed to retrieve the playtime. Excellent. I'm going to try to connect.
And listeners, I'm going to follow suit by reading John Egbert as Batman. Whoa, okay, but I just got the most awesome present.
Rabbit.
So sweet!
I've heard tales of this wretched creature often. Its Homeric legend is practically ensconced in the fold of my personal mythology by now, and that of Ra's al Ghul.
Haha, what?
Why don't we focus on the matter at hand?
Oh, the game. Okay. I don't really know how this works. What am I even looking at here?
You're running the client application. I'm running the server. So I'm the host user. I have established a connection with you. This is sufficient for us to play the game.
Oh, okay then.
Why don't we get started?
John, press enter.
Strife!
Then it's just loading.
Loading.
S with an arrow.
Strife! And for those of you listening, this will mean that you will have to
Dance.
read... Sorry, what?
It's music. You got to dance, right?
Actually, in this case, so as not to get sued, we're just going to skip over things like that. So, in this case, arrow.
Arrow.
Alright.
Sorry about that.
Mouse over the interface buttons. AH. So, play around with that. TT, select
Strife!
TT, zoom out.
Strife!
TT,
Strife!
There's a pester law, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Sorry, I'm just getting a feel for the controls.
Is my net magic chest on the roof now?
Yes.
Sad face.
I will try to be more careful next time.
John, get the card.
Strife!
You find your missing stack Fetch Modus, and quickly reapply it to your Sylladex. You can now opt for either the stack or cube Modus anytime. You toggle between your Fetch Modi with gleeful abandon. Woo! Arrow.
Strife!
It looks like for more baking supplies. You're relieved to have the house to yourself again, if only for a few minutes. You just hope he doesn't notice the magic chest on the roof, or all the shit you threw out the window for that matter. TT, select stuff in yard and move it back.
I'm sorry, we lost that last bit.
Okay, give me a second. You just hope that he doesn't notice the magic chest on the roof, or all the shit you threw out the window for that matter. TT, select stuff in yard and move it back into room.
Strife!
Hey, do you think you can do me a favor? Can you grab all that stuff outside my broken window and bring it in for me?
I'll give it a shot.
Thanks.
No luck. It appears to be out of range. I'm guessing it is too far away from you, the player.
Super sad face.
TT, select John. You cannot select a player. John abjures the meddlesome cursor. TT, select Bunny.
Strife!
TT, put the bunny back in the box.
Strife!
TT, revise room.
Strife!
Arrow.
Strife!
TT, open the Fernalia registry.
Strife!
TT, deploy totem lathe.
Strife!
John, examine the totem lathe.
Strife!
You don't know what the heck this thing does, but it looks neat. TT, open grist catch.
Strife! Okay.
It seems expanding the dimensions of your room cost us some build grist, but deploying the lathe did not appear to incur any expense. It looks like certain objects are freebies, probably to help you set up the game.
Well, okay. What do they do?
I think it's up to you to find out. All I can do is drop stuff in your house and move it around, apparently.
How do I move stuff around? It sounds fun.
I don't think you can as the client. You will need to install the server application. You should have received both in separate envelopes. I am running both on my computer right now.
What?
Did you get another envelope in the mail?
No.
Once you install the server and establish a connection, I'm sure you will be able to manipulate my environment in the same manner. Are you sure you did it right?
Oh man. I think I might know where it is.
Arrow.
Strife!
Now that your room is bigger, why don't you move to the far corner? It will extend the range of the cursor, and I can reach the items, which you threw out of the window for some reason.
Good idea.
What have you been doing in here all afternoon anyway?
Ugh, I was fussing with my retired Sylladex, but I think I might have it under control now. What modus do you use?
I like to use trees.
Oh no, that sounds so awkward.
It's not exceptionally practical, but I think they are elegant.
John, stand in the corner.
Strife!
TT, deploy Crookstuck Intruder.
Strife!
TT, deploy Alchemiter.
Strife!
Why is the floor shaking? Are you dropping more stuff in my house?
Yes, 2 more large gizmos.
Sweet. What is with all these big contraptions?
If I had to guess, they appear to facilitate a sort of system involving punch card-based alchemy.
Huh. To what end? I mean, what are we supposed to be doing in this game?
That remains to be seen. Maybe you should go investigate, detective.
I am the
John.
world's greatest detective.
John, get the PDA.
Strife!
You grab the PDA, switching back to stack modus so it was readily acceptable, finally. The interface is oddly sterile. No hilarious clown wallpapers or anything like that. Oops, you meant Harlequin wallpapers. The serious business application is open. It seems your dad uses it to keep tabs on various acquaintances. His fellow street performers, maybe? You guess the proportion. You guess the performing arts must be pretty serious business after all. John, install Pester Chum.
Strife!
This should be useful. Now you can keep tabs on your chums while you wander around the house. John, go out to balcony.
Strife!
You got ahead of
Do. Alright, come on, open up. Thank you.
Hey, I'm out on the balcony now. I messaged in from my dad's PDA.
The one you throw into the yard.
No, I am telling you, it jumped out of my Celodex with like a frightened weasel. A bat weasel.
What were you doing with it in the first place? I'm not sensing a lot of regard for the personal property of others. Is this how your pent-up frustration with your father manifests itself?
What? No. Those were all accidents. Please take your psychobabble elsewhere, miss.
Your bathroom is a mess. Did you do that too?
Oh man, see, this isn't cool. All the snooping nonsense.
There's a cake in the toilet.
Yes, there is.
I'm tempted to clean it up for
Okay, if that will satisfy your real weird OCD complex, then go ahead.
you. My obsessive-compulsive disorder complex? Can a disorder also be a complex?
In your case, probably.
Sounds complicated.
Anyway, I'm going to have a look at this enormous platformy thing you put on the balcony.
John, examine the alchemiter like an idiot. I mean, in a cautious manner.
Strife!
You have no idea what to do with this thing. You can't find any controls for it. Having exhausted all the other possibilities, you decided to stand on it like an idiot. This isn't very cautious of you, actually. John, look through the telescope.
Strife!
This needs more black and more bats.
Maybe some really dark gray.
It's a clear, sunny day. Too bad for you. Nothing out of the ordinary to report, at least not beyond the walls of your own home. TT,
Awesome.
grab the soiled toilet.
Strife!
Whoops.
Whoops, what?
Arrow.
Strife!
What was that noise? Is this something I should go investigate, like the world's greatest detective?
No, I have it under control. You can keep playing with your telescope.
My bat telescope.
John, investigate with your bat telescope.
Give me a second, you're slow.
Strife.
Oh, strife! Sorry.
Ugh.
Come on, Bane.
Oh, you already made the sound, I'm sorry.
I think I can patch it up. Just give me a little space. Why don't you have a look at the extruder?
The bat what?
The thing I put in the living room, so as to kill you.
John, hop down the stripper hole. I mean, the normal hole.
Strife!
The butthole.
You jump down to the utility room. John, get the sledgehammer and card.
Wait a minute, is this the same room where your utility belt is held, Bat Egbert? Strife!
You take the sledgehammer and the capsulon card, combine the two, and quickly apply it to your strife specimen. You think it's cool that things don't always have to be a federal fucking issue. Arrow.
Strife!
It looks like another one of your chums is pestering you on your PDA. I wonder who the hell that is. John, answer chum.
Alright. Oh, and for all of you out there who are wondering, I will now be doing the voice of Jade as Dr. Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb.
Strife.
Oh, yeah, Strife! John, did you get my package?
Oh, hey. No, not yet.
Darn. Are you sure? It was in a green box.
Oh, yes, but it is in my dad's car, and he's still out at the store. He should be back soon.
Great. So what are you up to today?
I am up to my neck with the spurb stuff. TT is making a total royal mess of my house.
LOL. What's spurb?
Oh, it is this bad game. It's okay, I guess. I'm still figuring it out.
Whoa, what is that?
What is what?
There was a loud noise outside my house. It sounded like an explosion, which happens every day, of course. Probably because of Perry the Platypus.
Well, really?
I will go outside and look.
Oh, man. All right, but be careful, okay?
I will. Perry the Platypus!
Oh, I have to point out, Batman has a dad in this. It makes me happy.
You should be back soon, safe and sound, right? Right?
And then he'll die right in front of you. On the other hand.
Help me with the groceries!
Anyway.
John, might as well check out the Cruxtruder.
Strife!
Oh, hell no. You put this thing in front of the door? The bat door?
There's a door there.
Yeah?
I didn't see it. I just thought it fit nicely into that groove.
You mean you thought it was elegant? Okay, well, what do I do with this thing? Hello? God, is that you? It's John Egbert. What are you doing up there now?
We are following the pretty blue arrow.
Strife! Oh, God.
Oh, fuck!
John, examine the wheel on the Cruxtruder.
Strife!
Okay, John. When you turn the wheel, something seems to be pushing up from underneath the lid, but you aren't strong enough to make the lid come off. TT, put bathtub in the driveway.
Strife!
On the tub's journey to the driveway, the connection is interrupted. Just like Micro Squish. John, scald TT.
Strife!
Gold. Oh God. This panel. You see me, right? Tell me what is wrong with this picture.
Sorry, I keep losing the wireless signal. Must be the weather.
Or dial up.
Dial-up is the only one used by the League of Shadows. I would look for a stronger signal in another part of the house, but I'd rather not risk an encounter with my mother. I battled through her cloud of gin and derision once already this evening.
Haha, I hear you. By the way, you should invest in Wayne Enterprises Internet. Just saying.
Yes, cakes, gestures, unfaltering love and support. And a lack of parents. Quite a road to hoe there. Though I suppose I'm complicit for not informing social services about your situation.
I know. What about going outside? Maybe you could catch a neighbor's signal.
That presents the same problem. Also, it is raining, remember? And dark. Like Gotham.
It's dark already?
Yes, the sun has already had its way with us here on the East Coast. Its lower glare has moved to the younger time zones.
Okay.
John, hit the Cruxtruder with a sledgehammer.
Strife!
Need some help?
TT, pick up sledgehammer.
I'm Batman, I don't need that. What are you doing?
Push the pretty blue arrow and watch it explode.
Strife! Anyway.
Nice Indiana Jones.
Thank you! Somebody understands me!
And it was in tune.
Sweet!
Sorry, music major. Blue arrow.
Strife!
What is this thing? And what is that clock counting down to?
I've been looking at the game's FAQ walkthroughs to figure some of this stuff out. Hold while I read further.
Okay.
All of these walkthroughs are extremely short, none progress much further than this point.
Weird. Well, I mean, it is a new Bat game.
True. Now that the lid is off, you will need to extrude some quartzite.
John, turn the wheel again.
Turn the bat wheel, turn the bat wheel.
Strife!
You extrude one Cruxite dowel. Ooh, pretty. John, get Cruxite.
Strife!
I feel like we should be hurrying. That countdown is making me nervous. John? Oh, your PDA is trapped under the quartzite now, isn't it? Anyway, it looks like you are going to need this card too.
TT, deploy the pre-punched card.
Strife!
This doesn't look like a bat symbol.
John, get the card.
Strife!
A shard of glass is expelled from the deck and mains the wonderful Harlequin doll.
Take that, Joker!
John, capture-log the fanciful Joker. Harlequin.
Strife! Oh, this is great.
You take 2 fanciful Jokers.
And that! And that!
The additional useless fright pushes your PDA to the last card. You then switch to the cube modus so you can access the PDA. More glass sharpeners fly from the deck.
He's
Blue
never seen
arrow.
my glass. He's never seen my glass batteries before. Joker never stood a chance. I'm Batman.
Strife!
This thing keeps following me around. I think it's trying to talk to me or something. I think I should call it Robin.
That is probably the kernel sprite. It apparently needs to be prototyped. Twice, actually. Whatever the hell that means. These walkthroughs are horrendously written.
Okay. I shall take this Robin spite. Well, you're the one with the cursor, so just do whatever you think is the right thing to do. Also, fix my bathroom.
TT dropped maimed Harlequin into the kernel sprite.
Strife!
Oh no. No, Rose. What are you doing, Rose? Keep that joker away.
Ta-da! Press the pretty blue S.
Strife!
And then watch it turn into the Joker.
Strife!
Oh, good lord. I still can't understand this thing's gobbledygook!
The kernel sprite has been prototyped with the Harlequin doll. Oops, I missed a page. Sorry.
You're fine.
No, you're not. We lost a viewer. I felt their presence leave. I feel disturbance in the force.
Oh no! That was only Tier 1 prototyping. There is still another tier to the prototyping process, which, for all we know, merely advances this entity through increasingly esoteric states of linguistics.
The clock is ticking. We don't have time for this asinine tomfoolery!
It's unmitigated poppycock.
Extravagant hogwash! Okay, stop. Stop typing whatever silly thing you're typing. I'm going upstairs to the big platformy thing.
The altimeter?
Bad question marks!
Try to learn the lingo, or you will die.
John, use the pre-punched card to hit yourself in the head with the alchemiter.
Strife!
There is no slot for the card anywhere to be found on the alchemiter. The kernel sprite followed you upstairs, like a ghost. TT, explore the Athenaeum.
Strife!
Acquiring a Crooksite doll seems to have populated the Athenaeum, thank you, with one item, a perfectly generic object. John, Capilog telescope.
Strife!
You snatched the telescope from its tripod. Who knows? It might be useful. But more importantly, it pushes the Crooksite to the last card, making it available for tinkering. The PDA is predictably jettisoned into the yard, over the neighbor's fence. Hope you hit a dog. John, put Crooksite on weird pattern on alchemiter.
Strife!
You place the Crooksite doll on the alchemiter's small pedestal. Something is happening. It's evolving.
Strife!
Watch pretty things happen.
How's that tune go? Da 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 da.
Okay, pretty blue arrow.
Strife!
You set the alchemiter to cast 3 perfectly generic objects. For some reason, expending a total of 6 units of build grist. These things look completely useless. What a waste. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice there's something in the sky. It's the bat symbol.
No, it's actual Cabo Silabov.
John, switch modest and use telescope to inspect bat symbol in sky.
Strife!
You switch back to stack modest and get a closer look with your telescope. Whatever it is, the kernel sprite seems to be practically agitated about it. Blue arrow.
Strife!
Look, up into the sky! It's a bird! It's a plane!
Batman.
It's
Superman!
Oh God! Strife! Bat
Counting
Egbert
down
versus
for
Super
3 minutes.
Dave.
I just think of the media with a voice going, "Surprise, bitch!"
Strife!
You're no astronomer, but its trajectory
Astronomer.
looks suspiciously head-on with your current perspective. This is a really troubling development. Why does this thing want a high five? High five the Colonel Sprite.
Strife!
You figured you've left him hanging long enough, even though he's
Bad high
floating.
five.
John, attempt to ingest a unit of bilgrist.
Strife!
So this is why we eat gushers.
Of course.
It is tempting because they strongly resemble rock and blue raspberry gushers. However, units of bilgrist are a gaming abstraction and do not seem to exist on the physical plane. There is apparently no crisis so imminent that you will deter you from contemplating idiotic and frivolous actions.
Strife!
It's a product placement, I swear.
Could be.
Yeah, it wouldn't have probably gushers are awesome.
Your dad is getting home. John, what did you do with your PDA this time? I'm working on the bathroom, but we are running low on bilgrist.
TT, revise the bathroom with cakes.
Strife! Strife!
John, run to your room and contact TT through Pester Chum.
Strife!
Two chums have been trying to message you. John.
Strife! Please be Dave, please be Dave, please be Dave.
We're getting there.
TT.
I'm working on the bathroom, but we are running low on bilgrist.
Oh man, who cares about the bathroom? Now there's a meteor headed for my house. Damn it, Superman.
See, do you suppose it has anything to do with the game?
I don't know, maybe. What do I do?
I think it's very likely. The walkthroughs vaguely suggest an impending threat before they end. The already poorly constructed sentences became even more curt and ambiguous, as if written hastily and with a sense of alarm. Actually, their dedication to updating the walkthrough under such circumstances is admirable.
Wow, that's fascinating. Question marks.
If the meteor is a game construct, I think the only thing to do is to proceed and try to solve the dilemma on the game's terms. Try using the lathe. It says you can use the card on it, but isn't more specific than that.
Okay, I'll do that.
Really, it is a labor to read this drivel. If I read any more, my brains will need to be spoon-fed from a jar, while it blows spit bubbles in a high chair. I think I will write my own walkthrough. This is after we make sure you don't die.
I heard you got a box. I hope you appreciate my heroic fatherly preference in getting it to you. In my rough and tumble dirty wife-beaterly sort of way. Also, I hope you appreciate how many now no-talent douches had their mitts on this bunny before you. It's like a grumpy baton in some huge douchebag marathon. Hey, where are you?
Oh man, the bunny was so awesome. But I don't have time to talk. I'm playing Spurb and it's kind of a nightmare. TT is breaking everything in my house.
Dude, I told you to steer clear of the game, and for the matter, you should probably wash your hands of friendly broads and their snarkly horse shit altogether.
Okay, I'm gonna have to switch voices because the Batman voice actually hurt my throat quite a bit, so I'm just
Okay,
gonna
fair enough.
switch to normal. And now there's a meteor coming, and I'm not even joking about that. It's like a big asteroid or comet or something in the sky, heading right for my house.
Oh man, how big is it?
I don't know. Big, I guess. I gotta go. We'll talk later if I'm still alive and the Earth isn't blowing up.
Like the size of Texas? Or just Rhode Island? They're always throwing around these geographical comparisons to give us a sense of scale like it really means anything to us. But it's like it doesn't matter. It always just like, wow, that's pretty fucking big. Like, Mr. President, there's a meteor coming, sir. Oh yeah. How big is it? It's the size of Texas, sir. Oh shit. Or, how big is it? It's the size of New York City, sir. Oh shit. Sir, I'm afraid the comet is the size of your mom's dick. Oh, snap! Sir, are you familiar with Jupiter? You mean like the planet? Yeah. Well, it's that big, sir. That sounds pretty big. I have a question. Is it Jupiter? Yes, sir. Earth is literally under siege by planet fucking Jupiter. Oh, shit. Anyway, later.
Beautiful, beautiful, man. Brava!
John, use the pre-punched card on the totem lathe.
Strife!
You slip the pre-punched card into a slot on the totem lathe. Above the tool arm deploys a configuration of chisels. Now you just need something to lathe. John, take Crooksite to totem lathe.
Strife!
Cursing your lack of foresight, you return to the balcony for the Crooksite dowel you left on the pedestal. You navigate the hallway leery as your dad, who is presently puzzling over the new fixture in his hallway. I wonder who puts a tub there. Blue arrow.
Strife!
The perfect crime. Like the joke. Arrow.
Strife!
You retrieve the Crooksite dowel. Dad just shrugs and heads back downstairs, presumably to do some more baking. If only he knew you were hard at work saving his ass. John, use Crooksite dowel on totem lathe.
Strife!
You clamp the Crooksite into the lathe. John, activate lathe.
Strife!
Activating backplace.
The lathe carves one totem. You take the totem. Arrow.
Strife!
Bat totem. Alright. I used the lathe to make this blue shapy thing. Now I guess I'll take it back to the alchemizer again. Hello?
Arrow.
Strife!
Flying tub. Arrow.
Strife!
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's super tub.
Strife!
And the clock is counting down, so arrow.
Like I said, strife.
Sorry. A lady stands in her bedroom. Due to a violent storm, her house has just lost power, along with her wireless internet connection. This has severed her link to a popular video game she was playing with a young man at a critical moment. That young man is relying on this young lady to reestablish a connection somehow. This young lady named... It's on the tip of your tongue. What was the name of this young lady again? Enter name.
Flighty Blonde.
No, that wasn't it. One more time.
Strife!
Rose Lalonde.
Examine room.
Strife!
Your name is Rose. As was previously mentioned, when you are without electricity, though your laptop computer still functions on battery power. You have a variety of interests. You have a passion for rather obscure literature. You enjoy creative writing and are somewhat secretive about it. Ooh. You have a fondness for all the bestiality, strange, and fictitious, and sometimes dabble in psychoanalysis. That makes my brain hurt. You also like to knit, and your room is a bit of a mess. And on occasion, if just the right one strikes your fancy, you like to play video games with your friends. What will you do? Rose, retrieve arms from the purple box.
Strife!
The purple package's contents are private. No one is allowed to look inside. Rose, ride like a flagellum and puke on your bed.
Strife!
Ugh! What a terrible idea. The thought alone makes you sick to your stomach. Rose, stroke writing journal and mutter, "My precious."
Strife!
My precious.
You would only resort to such an embarrassing activity when no one was watching. These journals are for your eyes only. Rose, get the violin.
Strife!
You capture-log the violin, storing it in the root card of your Sylladex. S. Rose, play a haunting refrain on the violin.
Strife! And of course, strife again!
Since your good-for-nothing friend is obviously not going to bail you out in time, you issue words of parting fondness to dear sweet Liv. Oh, if only Affleck could have been the one to make the final sacrifice instead of her stubborn, blue-collared, salt-of-the-earth father. Then she would fall into your arms for consolation, and you would be the one to make the deceased Bruce Willis proud. Rose...
without you.
Rose, catch along the knitting supply bag.
Strife!
You get the knitting bag. It occupies the left leaf card under the violin, per the tree's modest alphabet sorting method. K is less than V. Rose, look out the window.
Strife!
Your panoramic window offers a view of your yard below and the mausoleum housing your dead cat Jaspers, who died when you were young. Your mom had the structure erected with a spirit of scornful irony in response to your youthfully innocent request to hold a funeral for the animal. At least that is how you've come to interpret the gesture in retrospect. You can also make out a silhouette of the laboratory next door, a facility which likely broadcasts a strong wireless internet signal. You may be able to connect to the signal from a different part of the house. Perhaps if you seek higher ground, Rose, get your laptop.
Strife!
You take your laptop and prepare to make the journey through the house. L is less than V, L is greater than K. This causes the tree to be unbalanced, so your Siladex auto-balances itself. Now the laptop occupies the root card, while the other two items comprise the leaves. K is less than L, V is greater than L. Rose, examine the book on desk.
Strife!
This book is absolutely indispensable for enthusiasts of your ilk, of which there are few. Rose, take book.
Strife!
You take the grimoire. G is less than L, and G is less than K. Rose, go explore the house.
Strife!
You leave your bedroom. Hanging just next to your door in the hallway is a painting of the exquisite wizard. Your mother collects these awful things ironically. You must know how much you detest them, and there is no doubt in your mind she stores those dreadful things in the house to bother you. Down the hall to the right is the way to the observatory. Perhaps you will be able to connect from up there. Your mother is also in that direction. You'll have to watch your step. Rose, tiptoe to observatory.
Strife!
You approach a juncture in the hallway. However, the juncture is the observatory. Blue arrow.
Strife!
And I go creepy crawly.
Rose, sneak by.
Strife!
Run, run, run. Arrow.
Strife!
This door leads up to the observatory. You haven't ventured up there in quite some time. Rose, go through the door.
Strife!
The door opens to an exterior walkway leading to the observatory entrance. You've seen less inclement weather before. Oh, the things you'll do to help out a friend. Rose, hurry up to that observatory.
Strife!
It's dark up here. Rose, try to connect.
Strife!
You first put your laptop down on the floor to get it situated, but removing it from the root card causes all the branches to fall and leaves to be severed. Your items are dumped unceremoniously on the floor. Rose, see what you can observe.
Strife!
You're in a hurry, sure, but that doesn't mean you can't take a moment to peek through the huge telescope. You find a gap in the clouds. It seems a flurry of smaller meteoroids is streaking steadily overhead. You're not sure what this means, but it is somewhat disconcerting. Rose, stack laptop on Grimoire to maximize elevation.
Strife!
You'll need every advantage you can get. Rose, access laboratory Wi-Fi network.
Strife!
There are several signals being broadcasted from the laboratory, each of relatively decent strength. One of them is mysteriously and quite conveniently unsecured. Yay! Requiring no password. You select the signal and reconnect to the game with John. Arrow.
Strife! Ha.
I'm back.
Hurry up and open my door! Not that it even matters. I think I'm probably dead no matter what.
Patience, you still haven't used the totem.
What?
I believe it will create the item on the punch card.
So what is it? Like an apple or something? Product placement. What good will that even do?
We'll see. I found no evidence that anyone has successfully created the item, and the content of the card appears to be variable from session to session. In one instance, it was described as an eggy-looking thing. Seek.
Do we have enough of those building jewels to make it?
According to the Athenium, it is a free item. This speaks to its importance in my view. Now off you go.
Rose, remove the door from the hinges like the Hulk.
Rose angry. Rose rips door through.
Well, there goes the rest of your build, Grist. Rose, put the bathtub back.
Strife!
The bathtub back in the room.
You probably should have just done this in the first place. John, take Totem to Alchemiter.
Strife!
Gotta get back to those stupid blocks out of the way first. The Colonel Sprite is getting awfully worked up about all of this. Rose, remove the blocks, please.
Strife! Rose, remove blocks!
Rose strong.
Rose, strongest one there is!
Rose is no girly man.
Nah, Rose is no girly man. Nah.
You store the perfectly generic objects in your Fernalia registry, potentially to be deployed at a later time. Arrow.
Strife!
Ooh, look, a tree! S. John, take bite of apple.
Strife!
Ooh, piece of apple. Ooh, an apple. Ooh, an apple.
And strife!
End of Act 1.
Yeah!
Woo! That was a lot longer than I remembered it.
Actually, we got through it in almost a little bit over a little less than 2 hours. So, awesome. That's pretty much the fastest reading of Act 1 I've ever seen.
Yay! Now
Everybody
what?
give yourselves a pat on the back. Alright, back to business. We're on to Act 2. Woohoo!
Years in the future, but not many.
Ooh. Dan,
Yes.
because you didn't really have much to do with this last episode, would you like to read the character of the Wayward Vagabond?
Tell me what color it is, and I will.
I'm fairly sure that it will show up.
Okay. Just tell me when.
Alright, we'll do.
A wayward vagabond records a stuttering step in the sun-bleached dust. Act 2.
Strife!
Where do I scroll down?
Oh, goodness. I guess this is me reading here.
Spare beta walkthrough version 1.0 April 13th, 2009 by Tentacle Therapist. Table of Contents. 1. Caveats and condolences. Walkthrough incomplete. Caveats and condolences. I'd be inclined to dispense with the trait even under less pressing circumstances. Needless to say, I'll forego the inscrutable ACSIR banner, which typically heralds copyright marks, or the particular neuroses that concerns itself with the theft of the utterly mundane. I'll allow deranged prosecutors to stake claim on their worthless plots as the wet burns around them. My instruction will be sparse. There will be no majestic prose blustering into the sails of Guardian as we embark on this voyage together. Nor will there be any ham-fisted pro flipping its limbs under a bedsheet, like a retarded ghost, for that matter. I won't set the stage or dim the lights. The mood you will see will be set soon enough. Since you are reading this, chances are you have installed this game on your computer already. If this is true, like many others, you have just participated in bringing about the end of the world. But don't beat yourself up about it. There was never anything you could have done to prevent it. The end is happening right now, as I type and as you read, and Gotham City has been burned to the ground. You may now die. I have come to understand that we were always doomed through our collective ignorance, and now further doomed by those few who know and struggle to flee. If you're lucky, you'll be among the smaller subset of those of the latter who are successful. What I mean is, while that game you installed is just more grinding slab of rock sealing our planet's crypt, it is also your only hope to live. I'm presently faced with the same conundrum as you, and though I speak with more experience, my own outcome is far from assured. I will play the game as much as there is, to play and record my findings here. If you want to live, you will do as I instruct. My condolences. T.T. Bane.
Follow the blue S.
Strife! Strife!
The kernel divides. The two halves go their separate ways, leaving behind the sprite portion. Boy.
Actually, that now belongs to Dan there. The boy.
Oh. So do I talk now?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
say boy.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Strife!
I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
What is left of the sprite undergoes a mysterious transformation. For a moment, you thought you heard someone say boy, as if whispered in the pure fear of your awareness. It was probably just your imagination, though.
You there, boy?
You sound like a pedophile.
I can be if you want me to.
Oh, God.
Boy, quit all the scurrying around.
Strife!
For the last time! This boy's name is John.
Fine, John. Return to your quarters.
Strife!
You go back to your bedroom, tiptoeing around this weird petroleum-based sludge.
Now, John, respond to your friend unit.
Strife!
I just completely got an accent. I don't know how I feel
An
about this.
awkward moment when Kevin from Night Vale just cameos Homestuck. Hey, yeah, I'm here, and not dead, I think.
I know. I've been watching you scramble through the house like a lunatic. You should have answered me sooner.
Oh man, sorry. I was looking around for my dad. I can't find him anywhere. Have you seen him?
No.
He's not dead.
No, I'm sure he'll turn up. We have more important things to address right now.
Yeah, like where am I?
I don't know that either, but I've determined your neighborhood was destroyed by the meteor. Wherever you were transported, it saved you from the impact. I've been reading reports on the news. Over the last few days, there have been similar meteor collisions with people's homes around the world. They seem to be getting bigger. Yours was the biggest they've identified so far.
Wow. Okay. So then I guess if this is all the game's doing, then the point is for us to save the world?
Perhaps.
Then we better get moving and figure this game out.
Yes, but wait. We should retrieve your PDA yet again. It will help to keep tabs on each other while you investigate. I think I can get you closer to it if you can replenish our grist supply somewhat. There may be a way to recycle some of what we already used.
Okay.
I'll meet you out on the balcony.
Wait, Rose, one thing.
What?
You never even wished me a happy birthday. Hello?
I was working on something to send to you, but I was running late with it. I didn't want you to think I believed meager well-wishes alone would suffice for the occasion. That said, happy birthday, Batman.
Oh, jeez. That is very silly. Anyway, thank you, Batman.
First, Batman, take the fabric items on the floor there.
The towel? Why? Oh well, you're the boss. You capsulate the towel. What now?
Do as the purple text says. To the balcony.
Strike!
John makes his way to the balcony per your awkwardly worded request.
Strike!
You didn't get to say it.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead and say it.
Wait! Take that! The blue wobbly thing.
Strike!
You whimsically decide to capsulate the totem, which was used to create the apple tree earlier.
John, recycle the grist as was dictated by your cohort.
Strike!
I say that right?
You did say it right.
Go English.
Yeah. John cannot do anything with the grist as of this moment. That is up to the spur player.
I see. Arrow, question mark.
Strike!
Yes, that will suffice. Rose deletes the perfectly generic objects. 6 units of build grist are restored to your grist cache.
Arrow.
Strike!
Rose expends the grist to drag a new plank from the balcony in the direction of the PDA.
John, run across voraciously platform swiftly. Oh, God.
Strike! God.
John isn't sure about that. He's not that much of an idiot. It's a long way down.
Boy, I said make haste on the narrow catwalk.
Strike!
Walk, fashion, baby.
John is very nervous about the idea, and the strident tone of your command is starting to make him a little upset.
Fine. Proceed as your level of comfort dictates.
I'm Batman!
You cautiously walk within the range of the PDA. Rose retrieves it.
Now take it.
Strife!
Firmly grasp it.
Oh!
Oh, God. You grab the PDA, launching one of the Joker figurines into the night. You can kiss that one goodbye.
Damn right you can.
Goodbye, Joker.
Goodbye.
See you never.
It's a mini Joker. A blue.
Yes. Right arrows.
And I think for there, we should stop here. Now, I am definitely not Orson Welles, but I do believe that a great cast deserves another bow. So from the top, the narrator was
Ethan.
Dave, and the wayward vagabond was
Daniel!
John Egbert, also known as Bat Egbert, was
Zachary.
and Rose Lalonde as Bane, and Jade Harley as Dr. Doofenshmirtz was Jonathan Knoll, your Uncle Walrus. This has been a hilarious episode of the Homestuck Readers Theater Hour. Thank you for tuning in, and as always, you may now place your order. The Homestuck Readers Theater Hour was created and hosted by Jonathan Knoll. Homestuck was created by Andrew Hussie, and as such, all characters, situations, and dialogue belong to him. Homestuck can be found on mspaintadventures.com. This show is protected by First Amendment rights and parody law. If you would like to perform in the Homestuck Readers Theater Hour, contact Jonathan Knoll at radioactive.walrus.entertains@gmail.com, all lowercase. Find us on Twitter at Radio Walrus Pod. That's capital R, capital W, capital P in Radio Walrus Pod. Or like and comment on the Radioactive Walrus Entertainment page on Facebook. If you like our show, please tell your friends, and as always, you may now place your order. This has been a production of Radioactive Walrus Entertainment.
John, what do chickens say?